The world of organized crime is no stranger to powerful women. From ruthless matriarchs to cunning mistresses, many women have made their mark on the Mafia. But one woman stands out above all others. Her influence, power, and sheer audacity set her apart from the rest. Today we're going to tell you about the most powerful woman in Mafia history. If you like true crime stories, then make sure to subscribe so you never miss an upload. Let's get into it. A look at the Cosentino crime family reveals that for all their power and influence, they were missing something crucial: a female presence. All that changed when Anna Koster entered the picture. Anna was a young Italian immigrant who came to the U.S. with dreams of a better life, but she soon found herself caught up in the criminal underworld. In 1927, Anna married Joseph Masiria, a member of the Lucchese crime family. At the time, Masiria was just a low-level soldier, but he would soon rise to become the boss of the family, thanks in part to his wife's influence. Anna had a natural talent for business and quickly became her husband's right-hand woman. She helped him expand his gambling and racketeering operations and also served as his eyes and ears on the street. Anna's influence extended beyond her husband's inner circle. She was known for her sharp tongue and even sharper elbows, willing to do whatever it took to protect her family's interests. When a rival mobster tried to muscle in on one of Masoria's rackets, Anna stepped in and threatened to have him whacked if he didn't back off. And when a police officer tried to arrest Masiria for a minor offense, Anna paid him off and made sure the charges were dropped. As the years went by, Anna's power grew. She became known as the most feared woman in the Mafia, a reputation that only added to her mystique. Now, let's talk about her connection to Charles "Lucky" Luciano. Charles "Lucky" Luciano was one of the most notorious gangsters of all time. He was a major player in the American Mafia during the early to mid-20th century, and is considered to be one of the founding fathers of organized crime in the United States. Luciano's criminal career began in his native Italy, where he joined a local gang. However, he immigrated to the U.S. in the early 1900s and quickly made a name for himself as a ruthless killer. Over the years, he climbed the ranks of the Mafia and eventually became the boss of the Luciano crime family, one of the 5 families that dominated organized crime in the United States. But despite his criminal success, Luciano was constantly on the run from the law. In 1936, he was convicted of murder and sentenced to 50 to 100 years in prison. However, he was later released on parole and went on to become a powerful figure in the international drug trade. During World War II, Luciano allegedly used his connections to smuggle drugs and other contraband into the United States. He also reportedly had ties to the Italian-American Defense Association, a group of Mafia members who lobbied the U.S. government to intervene in Italy's behalf during the war. However, Luciano's criminal career eventually caught up with him, and he was arrested again in 1946 on drug trafficking charges. This time he was sentenced to 20 years in prison and served most of his sentence at the federal prison in Atlanta. Despite his incarceration, Luciano continued to be a major player in the Mafia and is said to have been involved in several murders while he was in prison. In 1962, he was released from prison on parole and spent his remaining days running a casino in Cuba. He died in 1962 at the age of 69. So how did Anna Koster and Charles "Lucky" Luciano connect? While there are rumors that the two had an affair, there is no concrete evidence to support this. What we do know is that they had a professional relationship. Luciano frequently sought out Anna's counsel and trusted her judgment on matters related to the family's business. Anna was also known for her discretion and never betrayed Luciano's confidence. Their relationship was one of mutual respect and trust, which is rare in the world of organized crime where betrayal and violence are commonplace. When Luciano was convicted of murder and sentenced to prison, Anna stepped in to help manage his criminal empire. She took over his gambling and racketeering operations and made sure that his interests were protected. When Luciano was later released from prison, he reportedly gave Anna his blessing to continue running his businesses. This showed a great deal of trust and confidence in Anna's abilities. It was a testament to her skills as a businesswoman and criminal mastermind that Luciano felt comfortable leaving his empire in her hands. Overall, the relationship between Anna Koster and Charles "Lucky" Luciano was a complex one. They may not have had a romantic relationship, but their professional partnership was one of the most successful in Mafia history. Anna's intelligence, power, and ruthlessness made her the perfect partner for Luciano, and together they built a criminal empire that would make them both very wealthy. The most powerful woman in the Mafia had a knack for business that helped expand the family's fortune. As the wife of Joseph Masiria, Anna played a crucial role in his rise to power. She assisted in the expansion of his gambling and racketeering activities, displaying an aptitude for business that was unmatched by many of her contemporaries. Anna's keen understanding of the market allowed her to identify lucrative opportunities and guide her husband's investments towards the most profitable ventures. Her business acumen was instrumental in helping the family amass a sizable fortune, which only added to their notoriety and power within the criminal underworld. It wasn't just her business sense that made Anna such a formidable force. Her ability to maintain discretion and secrecy was equally impressive. While many of her peers were known for their lavish lifestyles and penchant for flaunting their wealth, Anna preferred to keep a low profile. She understood the importance of maintaining secrecy in the Mafia, and she took great pains to keep the family's finances hidden from the authorities. This discretion allowed the family to operate more effectively and avoid the scrutiny of law enforcement, which could have potentially disrupted their criminal enterprises. Anna's commitment to secrecy also extended to her personal life. She was known for being tight-lipped and evasive when questioned by law enforcement, which only served to enhance her mystique and made it all the more difficult for the authorities to build cases against her and her associates. Overall, Anna's combination of business acumen, discretion, and ability to keep secrets made her an invaluable asset to the family and a key contributor to their success. Her quiet but powerful influence on the organization is a testament to her intelligence and strategic thinking, making her an ideal addition to any Mafia family. Now, let's talk about her influential connections. While Anna may have shied away from the spotlight, she cultivated a wide network of influential connections that helped to solidify the family's power. One of Anna's most important connections was with the Corleone family, one of the most prominent and powerful Mafia families in the United States. Through her marriage into the Masiria family, Anna gained access to a wealth of resources and information that helped to keep the family ahead of the game. She was known for her ability to broker deals and negotiate with rival families, often using her charm and charisma to smooth over conflicts and forge alliances. Her diplomatic skills were instrumental in helping to maintain peace within the criminal underworld and prevent costly gang wars. In addition to her connections within the Mafia, Anna also cultivated relationships with politicians, police officers, and other figures of authority. She understood the importance of having allies in high places, and she was unafraid to use her considerable influence to get what she wanted. Her ability to operate in both the criminal and political worlds made her a truly formidable force and ensured that the family's interests were protected at all times. One of Anna's most notable connections was with Carmine Galante, a powerful Mafia boss who headed the Bonanno crime family. Galante was known for his ruthlessness and brutality, but he also had a deep respect for Anna's intelligence and capabilities. The two formed a close relationship and worked together on a number of lucrative criminal enterprises. Another one of Anna's key connections was with Joseph Barbera, a Mafia captain who became a key witness in the government's case against the Genovese crime family. Barbera's testimony led to the conviction of several high-ranking Mafia members and dealt a major blow to the family's criminal operations. While Anna may have preferred to operate behind the scenes, her influence and connections were felt throughout the criminal underworld. Her ability to cultivate relationships with some of the most powerful men in the Mafia and other sectors of society made her a truly formidable force and contributed to the family's rise to power. Anna Catino was a force to be reckoned with. Her cunning and ruthless nature made her a feared figure in the Mafia, a reputation that was only enhanced by her luxurious lifestyle. As the wife of a powerful mobster, Anna had access to a vast fortune that she used to indulge in the finer things in life. She was known for her extravagant parties, in which she used to entertain guests in style and showcase her family's wealth and power. Her parties were legendary in the world of organized crime and were attended by some of the most notorious gangsters and mobsters of the era. Anna's love of luxury extended to her wardrobe as well. She was often seen sporting the finest designer clothes and jewelry, which were not only a reflection of her own personal taste, but also a symbol of her family's success. Her impeccable style and taste made her a fashion icon in the Mafia, and she was often emulated by other mob wives who aspired to live the same lavish lifestyle. Despite her lavish lifestyle, Anna was not immune to the violence and danger that permeated the Mafia underworld. She was the target of several attacks and assassination attempts, which only served to cement her reputation as a tough and resilient criminal boss lady. Her ability to survive in such a dangerous environment made her an even more formidable figure in the eyes of her enemies and ensured that she would be remembered as one of the most powerful women in Mafia history. Today, Anna's story continues to fascinate people around the world. Her life and legacy have inspired books, movies, and TV shows, all of which have helped to immortalize her status as the most powerful woman in the Mafia. Whether you admire her cunning business, sense her ruthless determination, or her unwavering commitment to her family, there's no denying that Anna Contino was a truly remarkable woman who left an indelible mark on the world of organized crime.